Hello everyone, and welcome to another video where we share tips and tricks from our travel experiences in hopes that it can help you when you are planning your trip as well. And for this video, we'll be talking specifically about just 3 places in Bangkok, particularly the Grand Palace, Wat Pho and Wat Arun. And why this video is focusing on these 3 places, aside from being situated very closely together along the iconic Chao Phraya River, so you get a really good scenery, there is also high cultural and historical significance behind these places, and they are one of the top most recommended places to visit if this is the first time you're in Bangkok. So for us in particular, we started our morning with Wat Arun as the first item on our itinerary. The temple is definitely one of the most iconic landmarks in Bangkok. Aside from its beautiful architecture and its location next to the Chao Phraya River, it also ties back all the way to the founding of the city. A lot of people visit this place to get their photos taken in traditional Thai costumes due to how pretty the place is. But if you're someone like us who don't really enjoy taking professional photos, you can just explore around and just soak in the atmosphere of the place. So aside from the main spire, where the crowd is usually concentrated on, you can also explore around this temple where there are different halls, ordination halls with Buddha statues and whatnot. And there's also a small little souvenir market here that you can just buy some souvenirs and visit the toilet as well. To get to Wat Arun, one of the most highly recommended ways is to take the boat along the Chao Phraya River, and this is something that you should definitely try. For us, we took the boat from the opposite side, which is the Wat Pho side, to here for 50 baht. But there are also other places where you can board the boat. One of the most popular ones is Icon Siam, which is a mall in Bangkok, where they will take you to different places along the river. Our second stop for the day, which is probably the most popular tourist destination in the whole of Bangkok, is the Grand Palace. The reason why I say so is because the crowd size here is just insane. Tourists from all over the world come here by the busloads. You have tour groups, you have individual tourists like us, and it's just crowded, so we probably need to jostle a lot when visiting this place. The entire palace itself is also quite huge. It's surrounded by walls, so if you're coming here alone, you might have trouble finding the entrance to the actual place. Technically, it's opposite a field, and the place is called the Mani Noparat Gate. And another thing to take note of is the infamous Grand Palace scam, which is one of the most popular scams in Bangkok, where your tuk-tuk driver or someone else tells you that the Grand Palace is not open today and they offer to take you to someplace else. Do not fall for that. Always do a check online first if you need to, or just drop off here and see for yourself, because usually what they do is they will bring you to a different place where they try to scam you out of your money. Last thing to note is that the temple also charges an entrance fee. You won't miss the counters collecting the payment, about 500 baht when you enter the palace. While there are different structures and buildings inside the Grand Palace, the most important of them is definitely the Emerald Buddha Temple, where the Emerald Buddha resides. And the reason why the Emerald Buddha is significant is because of history going back several hundred years ago, before even of the founding of Bangkok. It was first in Chiang Rai before it moved to Laos, before finally moving to Bangkok after a series of battles and whatnot. Of course, there are other different historical and significant landmarks in the Grand Palace itself that this video is not able to cover because of how many they are. And like I said, the entire place itself is huge. You can spend half a day just slowly walking through and just reading a brochure about what this place's history is and why they are important. Of course, the Grand Palace itself is just not open to tourists. It's divided into 2 sections where some sections tourists can visit, and some sections you can just walk past and see from afar. Like this building here, which I understand is still used by government and royal officials. Despite the crowd size, the Grand Palace is definitely a place not to be missed out, especially if this is the first time you're in Bangkok and if it is something that you appreciate. Moving on to the last stop of our grand temples and palace visit is Wat Pho, which is a royal temple situated just right next to the Grand Palace. The temple has an official longer name which I'm not going to attempt, but it is known for being home to Thailand's largest reclining Buddha statue. It is also known for hosting a martial arts school within the temple, which is something that is unique to Wat Pho and not other temples. Unfortunately, because of time, we didn't get to try the massage that is unique to Wat Pho, but still, as a royal temple, the place is really beautiful just to walk around. So yep, that basically sums up our experience visiting Wat Arun, Wat Pho and the Grand Palace. Like I mentioned, if you're a fan of culture and a fan of history, these 3 places are definitely must visit. And And the good thing is they are situated close together, so you can just visit them within walking distance. Just remember to dress appropriately because they are temples and royal place. And lastly, I would also recommend having a guide as well, because at least with a guide you get to understand more about the significance of some of the places rather than just walking around. But if not, there should be enough signboards around and information around for you just to understand enough. But if not, you also can read it up online before visiting. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you, bye.